Now, is it clear now?
Yes.
So the first method is what? Applying the operations. Now the second method is using factor theorem. Right, second method, all of you. Now, so in factor theorem, you have to consider one of them as a variable. Now I can consider as, let f of a equal to, that means I am considering a as a variable. Now, if I calculate f of b, what is the meaning of f of b? Wherever a is there, I should replace with b. So wherever a is there, replace with b. So first column will be 1, 1, 1. Second column will be what? B, B, C. Third column, B cube, B cube, C cube. Is it 0?
Yes,
Because
sir.
two rows are identical. Now, by factor theorem, what you can conclude?
A minus B is a factor.
A minus B is a factor by factor theorem. Now, is it possible to get few more factors?
B minus C, C minus A.
Why? Because the terms are in a cyclic order. That means you can get one row from the second row and second row to the third row by replacing A with B, B with C, C with A. That means either I can take, instead of f of A, f of B I can take, and f of C will be 0. Or I can take f of C and f of A will become 0. That means either you can take that, or else you can write, because the terms are cyclic order, you can say the remaining two factors also, right? Similarly, B minus C and C minus A are also factors of the given determinant. Now you have to identify what is the degree of this given determinant. So what is the degree of the given determinant?
4B.
What is the degree of the given determinant? What is the degree?
4.
4. Why? Because when I expand, you will have exponent of what? 4. The degree will be 4 will be there. Now when the degree is 4, how many factors you can expect? 4 factors has to be there. But how many factors you got already? 3 factors only. That means you should have one more linear factor. Now what linear factor I should take? Some constant into A minus B, B minus C, C minus A, into I should take one linear factor which should be in such a way that when I replace A with B, B with C, C with A, the factor should remain the same. It should be linear, and I should take a factor such that when I replace A with B, B with C, C with A, the factor should remain the same. A plus B plus C I should take. So that in this, when I replace A with B, B with C, C with A, it will be the same only. Now, how to find the K value? Now, this is an identity. To find the K value, you substitute some values of A, B, C such that left side is non-zero as well as right side is non-zero. In case left side or right side will be 0, then what you do is you change the values. Take some numbers. A equal to 0. Can I take B equal to 1, C equal to 1? Can I take
No.
A equal to 1, C equal to 1? No. Why? Because right side will become 0. Can I take B equal to 1, C equal to minus 1?
Yes.
Think once again. Can I take A
No,
equal to
sir.
0, B equal to 1, C equal to minus 1?
No, sir.
No. Why? Because right side again it will be 0.
B plus, B plus.
That means when you are choosing, you have to choose such that the right side should be non-zero, left side also should be non-zero only. In that way only you have to choose. Now let us take A equal to 0, B equal to 1, C equal to 2. Now calculate the left hand side and calculate the right hand side and tell me what the K value. Equate the left hand side value and right hand side value and simplify and tell me the k value.
One.
1. Now replace back. Now, have you understood the factor theorem method? This is very important also. Instead of applying the properties, if you are able to identify the factors, then this will become easy. Next, 7. Show that determinant of A, B, C, A square, B square, C square, BC, CA, AB equal to 1, 1, 1, A square, B square, C square, A cube, B cube, C cube. That equal to A minus B, B minus C, C minus A into AB plus BC plus CA. This you have to prove it. Now, first, again here also we'll do two methods. First method will be what? Using the operations. Do with the operations first. So try to prove using the operations. First determinant to the second determinant or second determinant to the first determinant.
Again, multiply column wise. ABC.
Do it.
ABC
For which
common.
one you are taking? First determinant or second determinant?
First.
First.
Okay. That means you want to multiply what?
C1 to AC1, C2 to BC1, BC2,
Okay.
C3
Okay.
to CC3.
Correct. That means again you can take ABC common.
Yes, sir.
From where you will get ABC common?
C3.
Last.
R3.
R3.
No,
Row
R3. R3. But remember, when you are multiply, you are tried outside what? In the denominator, you are tried 1 upon ABC. After that, change by operations. That is by interchanging the rows or columns. Check, are you getting this or not?
Yes, sir.
Now, again, what operation you want to apply? Exactly same method you can apply.
Column wise, yes.
Column wise. C1 to what? C1 minus C2. C2 to C2 minus C3. Apply to this second determinant. And after that, take common. A square minus B square, A cube minus B cube, 1, B square, B cube, 1, C square, C cube. Now, take common A minus B and B minus C. So, A minus B, no, sorry, this will be what? C2 to C2 minus C3. A square minus B square, A cube minus B cube, correct? C2 we have not applied. So C2 to C2 minus C3, 0, B square minus C square, B cube minus C cube, 1, C square, C cube. So A minus B is common from C1, B minus C is common from C2. At the remaining, 0, A plus B, A square plus AB plus B square, 0, B plus C, B square plus BC plus C square, 1, C square C cube. Now, here you want to apply operation or you want to expand now? Here what we want to do?
Operation then expand.
Correct. Don't apply expansion directly. Why? Because if you expand, the cross product will be little bit lengthy. Observe this product. So here go for the operation. What operation again? C1 to what? C1 minus C2. So A minus B, B minus C. Now this will be 0. Now here A plus B minus B minus, that means A minus C will get. Now here also you can regroup it and you can get a common. That means A square plus AB minus BC minus C square. So 0, B plus C, B square plus BC plus C square. 1 C square C cube. Now this you can factorize. A square minus C square, B into A minus C. That means A minus C is common. So when you take A minus C is common, then A plus C plus B. That means you can take outside A minus B, B minus C, A minus C. Determinant of 0, 0, 1. Now here it is 1. Now this will be B plus C as it is, C square. Now here A plus B plus C, B square plus BC plus C square, C cube. Now you can go for the expansion. Why? Because the terms are reduced. So 1 into this cross product you can take easily and you can simplify. After that again check whether you will get the given answer or not. That is basically you should get this. Now let us try second method again. Have you got the answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now second method, using factor theorem again. Right, using factor theorem. Now consider the given determinant as f of a. Let f of a equal to, now again f of b, is it 0? You replace wherever a is there with b. So you can conclude that a minus b is a factor. Similarly, you can say as what? B minus c and c minus a are also factors. Now, what is the degree of the given determinant?
5th degree.
How much?
5.
5. When the degree is 5, you are getting only 3 factors. That means either you should have 2 more linear factors or 1 more factor of degree 2. Now, so what should I take? Is it 2 more linear factors I should take or 1 more factor of degree 2?
1 factor of degree.
So you cannot say directly that 2 linear factors, not necessary. That's why always you have to take as a factor of degree 2. That means when you are writing a factor of degree 2, you should write in such a way that when I replace a with b, b with c, c with a, it should remain same, as well as all possible terms you should have. All possible terms. That means what should I take now? So a minus b, b minus c, c minus a. Now, so 1 more factor of degree 2 which should contain all possible factor, all possible terms. That means I should take as A square plus B square plus C square I should have. So take K into A square plus B square plus C square plus L into AB plus BC plus C. That is when I am taking the symbols ABC and I want to write all possible terms of degree 2. Means you should have A square, B square, C square along with some constant and AB, BC, C along with some constant. Now here no need to write any constant. Why? Because here you may get a constant if K equal to L. Otherwise here not necessary to take any constant. Now you need to calculate what two values now. So how to calculate K value and L value? Previously, you are having only one constant. Now you are having two constants. That means you have to substitute two sets of ABC values. So substitute two sets of ABC values and calculate in the left side and right side and solve the system of equations for K and L. Now, tell me one set of values. Again, you will take in such a way that right side is non-zero and left side is also non-zero. A equal to 1. B equal to 0, C equal to 1 I cannot take, but C equal to -1 I can take. Take 1 and get one equation. Next, A equal to 0, B equal to 1, C equal to 2 also I think I can take. So it will not be 0. So solve the system of equations and tell me the K and L values.
But sir, we can't say with guarantee so that there won't be two linear factors.
Huh?
We can't be 100% sure no that there won't be two linear factors.
No, you can have linear factors. Yeah. Can you able to say, tell me when you will have two linear factors? What values of K and L if I take?
equal
I
to
have
1,
two
L
linear
equal
factors.
to 2.
1 and 2.
Equal to 1, L equal to 2. Then it will be A plus B plus C whole square. But
Okay,
you
so
should not take A plus B plus C whole square in before only. Not necessary. Now solve and tell me what is K equal to and L equal to. Because you know the answer already. You should get K equal to 0, L equal to 1 you should get. Check. But don't write the answer, you do it.